The albino shattering shot, we took the real actor and we cyber scanned him so we could get the geometry of the albino in costume. And we also got sort of color information out of him too. The scan yields a texture map that you can use, but we basically just use it as a guide to paint textures onto the geometry from photographs that we've taken, really detailed photographs that we've taken of the albino in costume. Then while that's going on, we take the data and an animator gets a hold of it, in this case Gary Abrahamian, and he goes and animates it in whatever pose Peter and Eric have agreed is the proper animation for him before he shatters. And then there's another person, Douglas Harsh, who was our software supervisor on the show. He wrote some custom code to actually shatter the albino into pieces. And then once, the way that sort of happens is Diana Miao, our texture supervisor, paints cracks onto the geometry. It's sort of pre-scoring the thing as you would a miniature to get it to break in a predetermined way. And then Douglas's code would then break the thing apart according to the lines that Diana's painted. And then once the pieces have been isolated, we apply particle dynamics to them. So they have a certain gravity and they have a certain amount of explosive nature to them. And that hopefully yields the finished effect of it falling to the ground in pieces. But there is one shot that wasn't done that way, and that was the close-up of the head on the ground. That we actually took the head geometry and used the geometry as a tracking basis for the actual broken pieces of the head. Then from there we actually tracked that onto the real albino who was shot against green screen doing the rocking motion of his head himself. And that the integration in 2D of those 3D pieces is sort of the trick to that whole shot.